plus actually for the sub fives. So there'll be more than one opportunity. Does anyone remember of those characters that were listed? Who else was kind of a Space Ghost was the third one? I agree, but I mean, the open to all accounts, it's one every four streams. I don't know. I I'm resistant to making all of everything I do. I just feel like that you have more long-term success. That it's better for comics, whatever. And the other perks, aside from the sketches, I think Discord to me, I check it on a pretty daily basis, multiple times a day. That in of itself, to me, I think it's a pretty cool feature. I mean, even that has a section for people that can't pay for subs, and that channel, the general main, I mean, it's pretty active. But on the Discord side, on the paid side, I mean, I've seen a lot of cool art that people have posted. You know, but I'll tell you, and I get, the investment, both financial and mental, of trying to win a free sketch or a giveaway. Sorry, they're not free if you're paying for a sub. But your chances are actually, I think they're good in that it always surprises me the number of viewers, concurrent live viewers at a time, the number of people that actually make themselves eligible for the chat, for the giveaways by following the instructions. It's a lot lower. So, and I hope that 800 people aren't here as like as like a, as a made up second account. I it can't be, because there are days where it's sub only, like today, and there's still quite a few people. But that's in general, like even when you have a lot of people that come in through a raid, the number of people actually participating in chat is fairly small. This marker's almost had it. You want to be careful if you do a lot of rendering like this, and you go back in with a brush to do kind of metallic effects, which is what I'm going to do next. They're almost diametrically opposed ways of rendering, so you want to be careful that you don't put a brushy, shiny thing right next to that without figuring out some way to incorporate the two together. Yeah, 97, RJ, and number of appearances I'd like to do before I stop going to conventions. And you go like, oh, that doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot. 97's a lot of shows. You know, you figure 5-6 hours a show of work. I mean, let's just say 100, 9,700 hours of signing, sketching, chatting. It's a lot. But I want to give myself kind of a finite end, something to shoot for, because otherwise I think if you don't think about that, you just end up kind of doing it until you don't want to, or it's pleasurable. I don't know. For other people's sake, because it's a source of revenue. It's a source of revenue for other people. I don't know. I mean, I've got 9 kids, so you'll see them pushing me out on a wheelchair. 300 more to go, pops. So I figure at 97, at let's say 8 on average a year, and I'm doing more than that this year, but I figure I'll slow down as I get older. Still like 11, 12 years worth of shows, which would put me at like 67. Something like that. Yeah, 9 kids. Never a dull moment, literally. Out. Next year we'll have 3. It's going to be super quiet. But I think the hardest number of kids to have, and those of you that have just one kid can maybe share, is one. I think one kid is not that it's hard, like you don't enjoy it. It's just that it's a different kind of work because it's just you and the kid for the most part, you know. And kids that are only children, they oftentimes have a very not different, not a very different, but sometimes will have different personality traits. You know, they don't have anyone else to play with, so it's on you as the parent. 2 kids, they start taking care of each other. hold my beer. It's good. Think about it this way. If I had a stream and there was only one person in stream, what would that mean in terms of effort for me? Now imagine there are two people in stream, but this character, so I can do some fun stuff with the insignia. So yeah, so this is going to be the giveaway, and I'm going to do this one at 108, and I'm going to do one more, which I think is going to be the Space Ghost. The Rogan Gambit, I'll pop back up here, but that's a silent auction for those of you that don't understand. Silent auction is in Twitch. They have a system where you can send a message. You send it to me with the bid amount, I guess. Yeah, the bid amount. And if you're the high bidder, you win. It's all confidential. I just read off the amount so that people know kind of what it goes for. I don't know what else. Oh, just please only send me one bid. Things get kind of lost in the shuffle, and so the more you send, the more confusing it gets on my end. And the reason why I'm putting this insignia, the logo, the symbol, and surrounded by black is I'm going to hit it with like white highlights and some splatter, which will make it look kind of cool, like it's crackling. A black here in the center. I have to extend it through the rest of the piece a bit so that it doesn't look so out of place. So accomplish that by that. So some dry brush there, dry brush there. Stream on Wednesday, and that'll be a sub 20. Sub 5. I'll give you a slight preview of what I'm going to do Wednesday night. This big 11 by 17 shot of the Joker's head. I will finish that auction for that day, which is unusual for a Wednesday night stream. And what else do I have to finish? Oh, there are a couple other giveaways. Omega Red Hood that I need to finish up, so I'm going to try to see how far I get into that. So it'll be a lot of things that kind of started that didn't get to finish because I ran out of time. And so there'll be a variety of things, but I will have that Space Ghost giveaway, so that will be on my list. Please remind me if I forget. Okay. It's 113. Also, those of you who have some time, we usually go and raid someone else's another creative stream afterwards. Shower them with a little bit of love and attention. It's a fun part of this. When I think about all the cool things that Twitch has going for it, one is the level of live engagement. Two, the community that we have here. Three, the ability to then share that excitement and love for art with others. Is pretty amazing. And for the ability to monetize this so that it can be a meaningful platform for artists that are both established. So, put a little movement into the smudges here, given the character. And I need to get some Kleenex with that so I can get some smooth. And keeping that as sane and as interesting, as informative and helpful as possible. So thank you, mods. Thank you, people in chat. And the reason I put black back here, of course, is so I could do this. All right. So thinner, so it doesn't look like it's a whiteout pen creating the lightning. All right. So there's more variance in the line. Those white out pens are awesome, but they kind of give you pretty much the same kind of thickness in line. And then I will figure out how much postage and handling is, and if you could PayPal that to me, that would be fantastic. And we ship anywhere around the world, and a lot of our winners are overseas. Okay.